Hey everybody, welcome to our next website project here, which is going to be our auto dealership project. So where we are is we're inside of our Web2 Advanced Web Design folder. We have our portfolio in here, as a matter of fact. And what we are going to do to start is we're going to do a new folder. And we are going to call this one car dealer. Let's do that all lowercase. So car dealer all in lowercase. And what we're going to do then inside of our car dealer folder, we will do the folders that we normally do, which is a CSS folder as well as an images folder. So this is a pretty standard setup right here. We have a project folder, and then we have a CSS and images folder inside of that. All of this project needs to be very self-contained. That way, when we upload it, we don't have a disaster to go through to try and make this happen. We can just go and upload our folder. At least if you're on a Windows PC. If you're on a not Windows PC, then sorry, then we'll have to do it a different way. So we have our folders here. We have our car dealer folder set up. Let's go ahead and take a moment and kind of do this parallel on GitHub. Now, this will be hopefully an easier way to go, but I guess we'll see. So we have our Web2 Advanced Web Design repository that contains our portfolio so far. Let's go ahead and add a file, and we're going to create a new file. So let's go ahead and create our folder. So this is car dealer / blank.txt. Always blank.txt when we do folders like this on GitHub. And then we're going to go ahead and commit our new file. So now you can see we have our car dealer folder. Let's go ahead and do one more file. We'll do CSS / blank.txt and commit our change. So now we have in our car dealer folder, we have our CSS. So back in our car dealer folder, we're going to add one more file. And we are going to call this one images. Oops. Cancel changes. I messed up. So car dealer website folder, we're going to add a file. We're going to say images / oh my goodness, blank.txt. And we are going to commit our new file. So what you now should have is the same thing on your server as you do on your computer. We have an images and a CSS folder in our main car dealer website. Here we have an images and a CSS folder in our car dealer website. If you have not made it past this part, successfully ask for help, because this is the most critical portion, getting our project set up. If you are good to go, let's go ahead and continue. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get into our code editor. And for the sake of argument today, I'm going to do this in Caret. So we're going to go to File and do a new file. And then we are indeed going to take our skeleton, which hopefully you have your skeleton. If not, go to File and do Open, and you can open your skeleton. Select all of your skeleton and paste it into this new file. And go ahead, because remember, we haven't saved this as an HTML file, so it's all in black text, no colors yet. We're going to go ahead and save this in our car dealer website as index.html. So in car dealer, remember in the car dealer folder, index.html. And there you have our actual index for car dealer. Let's make a couple of basic changes. Page title is going to be car dealer home. And inside of our container, we'll say, we'll just do an H1, whoopsies, that says car dealer. So go ahead and save those changes. You should at this time be able to call this up in your files. And your files should look like this. You should have in your car dealer index with images in your CSS folder. Go ahead and call that up, and let's see if we can go to our car dealer homepage. There we go. So this is just a blank shell. What we're doing is I figured we would do just one video to set everything up before we did anything else. And now we have our car dealer index, car dealer homepage set to go. So now we have one more change to make. We'll go back to Caret real quickly here. And let's close this car dealer index so we don't get confused. And let's go ahead and open your index page for your portfolio. So now for our portfolio, we only have at this moment a section item with skeleton, a link to the skeleton. So what you are going to do is you're going to copy this whole section item div, opening tag to closing tag for div. And we're going to add this as a second item. So this is going to be as a link. Now we have to direct this server to the proper page. Car dealer / index.html is what it should say. This matches your folder. We just created index.html for our car dealer. So let's go ahead and change our skeleton. So car dealer, whoops. So this is our car dealer site. You can write a better description later, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and take a moment and go to Font Awesome. And in our gallery here for Font Awesome, what we should have, let's search for our icons here and search for car. And we always want to make sure that we find one that is free, and this car is free. It meets our deal. So, whoops, that is the wrong button. Click on the copy HTML, and back in our index, what we're going to do is replace our skull and crossbones with this icon instead. And what we should be able to do at this time then is get into our files, go back to our normal index page for our portfolio. And now you see we have actually two items. We have our skeleton, and now when you click on our car dealer website, if you did it correctly, our car dealer website should pop up. And what this is doing right here is this is essentially making a link to your work. So when I go and I grade it, I just need that index page link, and I can go right to your car dealer website. This is connecting the different parts of the website together. So as soon as you're good with that, please, you're good with this portion of the assignment. If you are not good with this, please let me know sooner rather than later, because if we don't have this basic portion down, then it's going to be really hard to go on and do this the right way. Hopefully you're good to go. I will see you all for our next video very shortly.